Does anybody find the future disappointing? Especially when it comes to technology. I don't think technology was such a big part of daily life for the average American until now. Now you have to be your own IT guy. You know, you've got to put up with updates and drivers for this piece of gear and that piece of gear in order to have any sort of recording setup on your PC or some other device that is part of the technology that we deal with every day. And here, right now, I am recording. But the process of recording is so fucking convoluted. Back in the day when I was a kid and you had tape recorders, all you had to do was press record. Nope, it was not that easy, ladies and gentlemen. Even back then, they were making it difficult for us. We had to press play and record at the same time. Okay, now we're rolling. I can see the tape moving in the machine. I'm going to start talking now and hope that when I press stop, and then I rewind, and then I press play, that I will hear coming back at me what I just said. But in the digital world, the process of recording is so much more complex. You would think that it would be simplified. That's the whole purpose of technology, is to simplify that which was difficult. And instead, it has taken what was easy and made it almost impossible to do. I will give you an example. How did I come to press record right now? Well, for starters, I had to first have a computer. We're talking average $500 desktop, nothing to, brag about, just something that can get you through the day with a minimum of power and memory. And, I am not running an IT department here, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to communicate with the outside world, check my email, blah, 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 and hey, maybe record some songs. But hitting record is so goddamn difficult. Okay, I've already laid out $500 for the computer. Now what do I have to do? Well, I gotta buy some recording equipment. Most of all, I gotta get myself an audio interface so that I can have a microphone, which costs $100, and plug it into the said audio interface, which costs about $300 for a really good one. Not, audiophile quality, but something that will be groovy for your needs. So what are we up to? We got $500, $300, and $100. So we're $900 into our journey to hit the record button. So now we need the recording software. 3 weeks later, I have finally made my decision. And I have chosen FL Studio. But we're not done yet. First of all, FL Studio cost a few $100. So now we're up to $1,200. Now we've got to learn FL Studio, at least to the point of being able to route all of the necessary audio to the right places. Because you can't just hit record and have the recording software capture it. No, you've got to tell the software where the audio is coming from. But you can't just tell it, hey, my audio is coming from over here on this thing. You see it? It's right there. No, you've got to know where to go in the menu. This is where it becomes IT intensive. And you find yourself the head of your own IT department. And it's up to you to make the decisions, the big calls, so that the mission can be accomplished. So you're you're hitting everything. You're pulling this menu down, that menu down, and you're like, holy shit, what am I doing? What am I doing here? I just wanted to record my own voice and say something. God damn it, I'm $1,200 into this and I haven't even heard my voice yet. So you hit YouTube and you start watching tutorials. And you invest more of yourself into this project. It's not just money. It's now time. It's now brain energy. I mean, you are mentally exhausted when you fall into bed at night, feeling like you have been put through the fucking ringer, man. And all you're trying to do is something that was so fucking simple when we were kids. You start dreaming about the simplicity of just the play and the record button, and voila, success. But now you're $1,200 into a project and you've spent at least a month and a half trying to make all the right decisions because you know that it is important to do so. You have to lay a proper foundation if you're going to do anything right. And that's the fucking hard part, man. It's like nobody wants to lay the foundation and we end up giving up. And I can't help think if that is by design. They want this shit to be difficult to work with so that 9 out of 10 of us give up in frustration and don't even return the shit. We just throw it into a box, put it in the basement, and fucking forget about it. Some of us, however, trudge on because we know nothing except pain by now. And we kind of get off on it. We're like, oh yeah, come on. Come on. You think you're going to get me? I am going to hear my own voice coming out of the speakers today, goddammit, if it's the last thing I do. And so you become one of those people now capable of troubleshooting when something goes wrong. Let's say you're over at a friend's house and he's trying to do something similar and he's like, God damn it, I can't get anything to come out of these goddamn speakers. What the fuck? I'm about ready to take a fucking hammer to this thing. You're like, hey, check it out. Just hit this little button right there. Bing. All right, now do it. Oh, baby. Success. Sound. Wonderful sound. You're that guy now. Welcome to the club. But we didn't ask to be in this club. I did not ask to be tech savvy. For much of my life, I have been this guy. The singer who shows up 5 minutes before showtime. I don't even have my own microphone. I don't have a set list. I don't have lyrics with me. I don't have anything. I don't even have t-shirts to sell, man. I'm showing up. I'm doing my gig, and then I got to be bowling in half an hour. I got some people I got to meet. And here I am, able to troubleshoot in ways I could not have imagined. Because the process of hitting play and record has become so goddamn motherfucking difficult. So let's now return to our journey. We're $1,200 in, ladies and gentlemen. We're now on YouTube watching endless tutorials on FL Studio so that we know how to work it, because it is a powerful piece of software, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes I think that it's the closest that we will ever come to bending time to our whims. Because you can change the pitch, the time, the shape, the structure, and the sound of anything. You can put a fart into this. You got to record a fart. That's, is that something you're willing to do to a microphone? All right, well, that's a bridge that you will cross without me, ladies and gentlemen. But let's say, just for shits and giggles, that you want to record a fart into the microphone and a microphone into FL Studio, and then you want to work with that fart sound to make some music, ladies and gentlemen. It can be done, strangely enough, with the right tweaking. You can turn that into an acceptable synthesizer sound. Streamline a little bit, pitch it up to a particular note, and the next thing you know, you've put it on 16 different pads, all of them a different note. Boom, it's now a keyboard. You can play any note with this fart sample and make music. That's the world we live in, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm $1,200 into this journey and I have still not hit record. So once I am able to do so, once I am able to find my audio interface on a list of audio devices and click that device, I am now communicating with FL Studio in ways I have never communicated with a machine before. I have told it, this is where my voice is coming from. Please accept it and let me work with it in post-production. Thank you very much in advance. And then I go ahead and I oh my God, there it is. The record button. But I can't just press the record button. I have to tell it when to start recording. You would think that pressing it would be when I want it to start recording, but in the digital world, we have many choices. You can either start recording on input, which means that you'll press the button and then it will not start recording until you make a noise. And then it starts. The next one is on play. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, no. What does on play mean? Fuck. I gotta go read the instructions. And so it goes. We still have not hit record. We are so close. We can't just hit record, and it's driving us crazy. So we find out that the one that we want to work with is the now option. Yes, from the pull-down menu, there is an option called now. I want to record now. Now. I wanted to record a month and a half ago, but I will take now. Thank you. And so here we are. We are on the verge of hitting record for the first time, $1,200, month and a half of time invested just to hit record, just to hear my voice. Hi, America. Hello. Hi. But we're here. We're broke, but we're here.